Some of us are so stuck on where we are that we're not trying to be creative with generating other income. We get off of our job and we don't want to come home and figure out different ways that can generate other income. We'll come off our job and go work another part-time job. But when is the last time you came off your job and you came back and you started learning different things? Because if you're going to increase your income, not only do you need to find ways to boost your income by starting another business, but you got to have continuous learning, y'all. You've got to continually invest in yourself by learning new skills that can increase your earning potential and open up a new career opportunity, or reveal to you a side business that you can start. One of the greatest things that I've really been teaching right now is my friends over there at Yellowtail. They are offering, boot camps that you could do at night because it's designed to be with people who have a full-time job. And once a week, you come spend 2 hours, and within a matter of 6 to 9 months, you complete this program, and they have an 80% guaranteed job placement ratio. To where if you sign up with them and you give them 6 to 9 months consistently after your 9-to-5 job for 1 day a week, you can go from making from where you are now to another $20,000, $30,000 a year with them. They have an 80% guarantee ratio of getting people placed inside of the tech industry. And this is amazing. This is what I'm talking about. How do you go take a boot camp? How do you jump on a Yellowtail Tech that is it's an $18,000 situation that you can pay for it over a period of time? Or how do you go into get a boot camp from my friends over at Course Careers, there's other boot camps out there to where you can get into a job part-time that's paying you another $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year that boosts your income, that then will allow you to put more money into your savings. And so what we're going to do on today is we're going to list all the boot camps that I believe that if you want to learn something on the side, you got Yellowtail, you got Course Careers, we got some other boot camps out there that will really help you get the education, anywhere from 30-day boot camp to a 6 to 9 month boot camp, anywhere from $400 to $2,000 to $14,000, $15,000. You can choose, but you got to get the education so you can up your income. Here's another thing that a lot of people are sleeping on when it comes to elevating their income is you can monetize your message. You can turn your hobbies, your interests, your passions into income generating activities, such as creating content on YouTube, becoming a content creator, freelancing, or selling products. The number one fastest millionaire industry today is content creation. They're saying by the end of next year, 2025, that the content creation space will be a $25 billion industry in America. Years ago, man, I wasn't making $1 million a year. But now that's bare minimum of what my company will do. Solely because I'm taking what I'm passionate about and I'm teaching y'all. You can be passionate about helping mothers raise their children. You can be passionate about helping people become the best virtual assistant or the best secretary. You can be passionate about sales. You can be passionate about whatever career field you're in. How about you come home and turn it into a course? Come home and turn it into a YouTube show, a podcast show, and generate extra money. And if this is something that you're saying, Anthony, you know what? I think I agree with you. I agree that I should be able to come on and put this on YouTube, put this on podcast. I got something I want to say, and I want to say to make money while doing it. Well, I'm going to be offering a free webinar here within the next couple of days. All you got to do is go to createmassiveimpact.com. It is 100% free. To give me an hour of your time. I'm going to give you 4 or 5, I think it's 5 key points on how you can take your message, your passion, and turn that onto YouTube and make money doing it while serving other people. The course is 100% free. I promise you, you only need 1 hour of your time. We'll drop it in today's show notes, but it is createmassiveimpact.com, and I promise you, it will bless you. It will extremely bless you. Now, before we go into my next point, I definitely want to thank today's sponsors of today's show, and that's my friends over at BetterHelp. We're talking about generating $100,000 into your savings, and how do we get there? And a huge part of how we get there is making sure that our number one asset is well taken care of. You can't make money, you can't build wealth, you will not be able to get $100,000 in your savings account if your mind, your number one asset, is not taken care of. If you're not tuning this up. I remember I asked one of my relatives, like, hey, is this particular relative going to therapy? And this particular relative of mine said no. Like, do you think that this particular relative needs to go to therapy? And I was like, absolutely. I think everybody needs to go to therapy. Therapy is not you go there when something is bad. Therapy is actually better for when you go and everything is good and it prevents you from going bad. You don't take your oil change. You don't take your car to get an oil change once you start seeing black dirt and black dust coming out of your engine. No, you take it to while it's still somewhat clean and you change it before it can even come dirty. That's where my friends at BetterHelp come into play. As a matter of fact, check out this quick ad. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. And I also want to thank my friends at BetterHelp for sponsoring today's episode. I often catch myself scrolling through social media, seeing snapshots of perfect lives and wondering why mine doesn't look the same. It's a common feeling, and I just got to be honest with you. We see all these flawless moments and can't help but compare. But it's important to remember what we're seeing isn't always the full story, yet alone the truth. Those perfect pictures, they're just highlights. That's why focusing on our own journey is crucial, and therapy can be a great tool to help us do just that. You see, I have personally been using BetterHelp. Specifically, I truly believe in the power of therapy. It's been a game changer for many and for myself. Therapy provides a space to develop the skills needed for handling life's ups and downs, setting healthy boundaries, and embracing who we truly are. It's not just for overcoming major obstacles. It's about empowering ourselves to live our best lives. If you've been thinking about starting therapy, BetterHelp is the perfect option for you. It's all online, making it super convenient and adaptable to your busy schedule. All you need to do is fill out a quick questionnaire and they'll match you with a licensed therapist. Plus, if you feel the need to change therapists, you can do this anytime with no extra cost. Stop comparing and focusing with BetterHelp. I want you to visit betterhelp.com/AO today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/AO. All right, let's get back to today's show. So listen, check out my friends over at BetterHelp. We'll drop their information in today's show note. Thank you, BetterHelp, for partnering us for 3 years. This has been an amazing journey, an amazing partnership, and I'm loving what we're doing and how we're helping people fine tune their minds. So thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's show. Let's get on to number two. If you're going to get to $100,000, not only do you need to create that margin and create that opportunity for that opportunity, to do that, to create that margin, it's simple. I had to live below my means. I had to. There is no shortcut. There is no secret. Oh my God, how do I do this? Do I go play in a lottery or no. God has given you the means to do what you need to do with your finances. The problem is we live above our means. Here are some few quick steps on how I live below my means. Number one is I budget. I create a zero-based budget at the end of every single month, going into the next month, and I stick to it. I probably give myself about a 5% margin of error in that, so that way I can, pivot if I need to. But I'm tracking every single expense inside of my budget, inside of my spending. And I find areas where I can cut back on. I'm going to, I'm probably, at the time of this show coming out, I'm probably just now coming back from Italy. Went to Italy for my birthday, and I saved for that for a whole year. I added it to my budget because I didn't want to live above my means, so I knew this was coming. And I said, you know what, last last September, I said, hey, you know, let's start setting aside money for this trip. So that way, when I'm on this trip, I'm not spending frivolously. And I know this is the budget that I have to spend on that. And I don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. I don't have to skip over this bill to do that. Man, I have the freedom to do that because I budgeted for this particular time frame. And if we're going to get 6 figures inside of that, you're going to have to specifically budget for that. So not only did I budget, man, I became a minimalist, right? I embraced the minimalist lifestyle by focusing on needs rather than my wants. I am a car guy. I like trading in my cars like every year, 2 years. And I say, you know what? I'm not going to do that this year. I'm not going to do it. I was starting to get into like jewelry and stuff like that. I said, you know what? I don't need any more jewelry. I'm going to live below my means. I'm going to become a minimalist. Because you know why? This reduces unnecessary spending and clutter within our homes, within our finances, and within our mind. It feels good to know that I don't have a whole bunch of options. I'm going to stick to this. Even a part of me is thinking about going to like just specific colors that I wear on my show now. Specific colors and specific shirts. Like I'm always gonna wear a black shirt or a white shirt or a gray shirt. I don't know. I've been thinking about like, how can I save money and still be impactful? Because it doesn't matter what shirt that I have on, what clothes that I have on while I'm talking to you all, as long as I'm giving you all the honest content and all the stuff. And I can sit there and go through, I can have 10 shirts and keep those 10 shirts washed and clean here in the studio. I can do that for the rest of the year and I don't have to buy brand new shirts. It's something that I've really been thinking about. But I'm really starting to be focused on things that I'm doing and how I'm doing it.